who support Neighbors Link in its important work. Oprah Winfrey once said, "I believe there is a calling for all of us. I know that every human being has value and purpose. The real work of our lives is to become aware and awakened to answer the call." I was aware early in my life of my calling as a teacher. Perhaps it emanated from playing school at age 4 on my front steps. Perhaps it came from the many teachers throughout my school years who took a personal interest in me, who told me that education was the key way to escape my poverty, who assisted me in receiving scholarships for college when I could not have been able to attend otherwise, who revealed to me there was a larger world outside South Memphis, teachers who inspired me and gave me hope. And throughout my 30-plus years as an English teacher, I remembered those mentors as I endeavored to make a difference in my students' lives, the same way teachers had made a difference in mine. Not only by communicating a love of literature and writing, but just by listening to who my students were, the problems they were facing, and offering them hope for their future. After I retired from teaching, I was surprised to be awakened to another calling, another way to find value and purpose. And that was when Gwen Guthrie introduced me to the Friends of Neighbors Link, a group of the most extraordinary, inspiring women whose mission is to raise funds for and awareness about Neighbors Link. Their passion, hard work, and commitment inspired me in the different Neighbors Link roles I've had the privilege and pleasure to undertake during the last 10 years. But they are not the only ones who've inspired and enriched my life. There have been the exceptional Neighbors Link board members, our fearless leader, Carola Bracco, and her professional and passionate Neighbors Link staff, the multitude of committed volunteers, and the courageous, hardworking, kind-hearted immigrants who've become my friends and share not only their talents, their intelligence, and strong work ethic in making my life better, but also share their life stories with me, the sacrifices they have made, as they have striven to make their way in a strange and not always friendly new land. They are the true heroes in every sense of the word. I think of Maria from Colombia, who working multiple jobs, from cleaning houses to sorting stock at Kohl's, about her children, her 3 children she put through college. David, whom you saw in the film, who came from Guatemala as a teenager, and who otherwise might have shared the tragic fate of his 16-year-old cousin murdered by a gang in his hometown. David, today, an artist extraordinaire with all things stone. Luis from Ecuador, who works into the night alone, each night at Dunkin' Donuts, and in the day as master handyman, to provide his 2 children, whom he has not seen in 17 years, with a college education as well. Paul, whom you saw in the film, from Guyana, whom we met 20 years ago with only his lawnmower by his side, and who now has a successful landscaping business, and again, providing education for his 2 children and his nephew. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Maria, Luis, David, and Paul, for all you do and all you are. Maria and Luis, would you stand up and be recognized? I'm so proud of you. I really can't imagine my life without their care and their teachings. 15 years ago, Jack Miller, the founder of NeighborsLink, responded to his own calling as he courageously issued a larger calling to our community to embrace the newest among us by providing them a welcoming, safe place out of the rain and snow where they could wait for jobs and where they would be assured of receiving their earned wages. A place where they could be educated, employed, and empowered in order to integrate successfully into American society. Jack was responding to and reminding us of the historical callings of the world's major religions to love our neighbors as ourselves, as well as our nation's callings from its beginning to welcome and assist those fleeing from poverty and persecution. Many of you here tonight responded to Jack's initial call 15 years ago, first teaching ESL at the Presbyterian Church, and then pulling out your checkbooks and credit cards to pay our new site's rent when the doors were about to be closed. Agnes Haskell, Sue Taub, Audrey Koloff also answered the call with vision and creativity, founding the unique Friends of NeighborsLink to provide annually a major source of revenue for the work of NeighborsLink. In these turbulent political times, when there are questions about whether immigrants have a place in America, we need to listen again to those callings of the past as we remind ourselves that each of us is a descendant of newcomers from other lands. We need to think again of the greatest single symbol of the United States in New York's harbor, and Emma Lazarus's poem inscribed on Lady Liberty's base. Her name, Mother of Exiles. Her call, a worldwide welcome to the tired, the poor, the homeless, the tempest-tossed. Her words are not just relics of the past, but relevant to our present and our future as signals to the world of a country of compassion and hope. A country where the constant influx and integration of immigrants have made and continue to make our country vibrant and strong. The journalist Nicholas Kristof observed, nations like carpets benefit from multiple kinds of threads. My dear and very wise friend, Louise Rosenfeld, described the American experience more concretely when she said, very simply, in other parts of the world, people are killing each other because of their differences. In our country, we just eat in each other's restaurants. In the last 15 years, NeighborsLink, with supporters like you, and with many strong community partnerships, has responded to the calling in our community, in our country, in a deliberate, humanitarian choice to welcome strangers in a strange land, to help men, women, and children realize their potential, their value, their purpose. NeighborsLink, in serving over 2,000 clients each year, has undoubtedly made a significant difference in the lives of immigrants. But it also has made a significant difference and the lives of longtime residents like me. For it is paradoxical, but true. We are most likely to receive the meaning and fulfillment we seek when we enable others to achieve the meaning and fulfillment they seek. The meaning and fulfillment I have received through my service with Neighbors Link enriches my life with both value and purpose. Thank you for recognizing that service with this honor. But more importantly, thank you for continuing to respond to the callings, not pulling up the ladder of opportunity, but continuing to make possible such Neighbors Links programs as ESL, Parents as Teachers, and Job skills training, which give our newest neighbors the supportive push up the ladder they need to succeed. Very simple, life-changing callings for all of us. Thank you.